Wow. What an amazing evening this is going to be. If I could see all of you, I'd be amazed at how many of you there are in the room, but these are very bright lights. So I'd like to welcome you, one and all, to the only convention for the leading progressive legal organization in the country. And I know how hard it is for all of you to break away from school and work to come here, and I want to thank you for joining us in the swamp this summer. But you need to be here, we need you, and the country needs you. As assaults on the judiciary and constitutional norms are becoming increasingly common, and serious problems of oversight, transparency, and accountability are now daily occurrences, ACS is proud to be the preeminent national organization and network that pushes back. Those of you who were here last year may remember that I made a joke about how I was a Russian major in college, and I speak some Russian, and how maybe that might come in handy. I had no idea. At the time, we did not know that the president's actions would pose such a lasting and perhaps even irreparable harm to the norms that sustain rule of law. If we had played a vodka drinking game, every time there was a serious revelation in the Russia investigation, we would all be getting a lot less work done. But then again, maybe it would make the time go by a little faster. So I will say to all of you, na zdrovya. But I cannot convey with more fervor that all lawyers, progressive, middle-of-the-road, conservative, all lawyers, nationwide, need to speak out now about the importance of the rule of law and democracy. And I promise you that I would be saying the same thing if a Democrat was acting like the president we have today. Thank you. A generation ago, President Richard Nixon fired a prosecutor investigating the Watergate scandal. But his attack on our democracy was turned back in part by lawyers who spoke up against his actions. It is our challenge and our responsibility to do the same in our own time and speak out against the assault on the rule of law taking place before our eyes. We are calling on members of the legal profession to pledge to resist President Trump's attacks on the rule of law. To see the letter, review it, and sign it, go to acslaw.org/law letter or look at page 56 of your program. Make your voice heard by circulating the letter among lawyers in your firm, your state and local bar, and law schools. Ask them to join you in pledging to defend the rule of law. The New Yorker had a headline, "Trump considering pulling out of the US Constitution." It was funny, sort of, except that it's true, so the joke wears off pretty quickly. But our courts, both federal and state, have been a firewall for our democracy. And that's because active ACS members and our allies have been filing cases in the public's interest. A few to mention: cases to block the DACA rollback, protect access to birth control, prevent the separation of immigrant children from their parents. Exactly. Something that a judge called an action that shocks the conscience. That is so true. Cases have been filed to stop police misconduct and systemic discrimination, as well as to help workers join together to organize for higher wages and better benefits. And I also want to give a shout out right now to our environmental lawyers and advocates who are here, because June 10th is the 55th anniversary of the Environmental Protection Agency. Let's give them a hand. This year, like no other, we have seen the good work of the Environmental Protection Agency and other environmental agencies under attack as the President and EPA Chief, for the moment, Scott Pruitt, are dismantling the rules that have protected our air and our water at the behest of polluters. But my hope here is that this administration's overreach will inspire a new generation of environmental lawyers and activists. Progressive lawyers are winning some battles, but I want to be clear that it's important that we fight even when we don't win. We slow them down. We create a dust-up. We move public opinion, and we fight the good fight. And we look to the future, to the next generation. ACS student chapters are vibrant and growing and are fostering and uplifting the next generation of progressive legal rock stars. Thank you, legal rock stars of the future. I am so glad so many of you are with us tonight. I am very proud to say that ACS has student chapters in almost every single law school in the United States. Some of our new additions include Dayton, Penn State Dickinson Law, Vermont, Western Michigan Cooley in Grand Rapids, and a revived chapter at the University of San Francisco. Thank you. And while we at ACS help by providing assistance and offering speakers and connecting the students to progressive lawyers and judges, it is the law students who are leading us. They come up with ideas for amazing panels, and they are working on any number of incredible projects. I am so lucky to be able to travel around and meet with these future lawyers and leaders. And like the Parkland students who are leading on gun control, our ACS student leaders are taking the world by storm. But it's not just our students who are joining us and leading the way forward. ACS has seen new chapters founded in Phoenix, Indianapolis, Tampa, and Central Missouri, which now brings us to 49 active lawyer chapters across the country, and we want to get to 50. We want to get to 50 right away. So if you do not have an active lawyer chapter in your area, please reach out to Zanelle October. I think you all know Zanelle. If you don't, you should. She and the great staff from the Department of Network Advancement can help you out. We are Dumbledore's army, and we need you. So I'd also like to welcome the first-time attendees to our national convention. We have quite a number, and we have no doubt you will be back year after year for the excellent programming and networking. This year, we've added that to people's name tags, so I'm asking all of you regulars, can you please welcome our new attendees and thank them for joining us. So speaking of giving thanks, this is our 8th year holding this conference at the Capitol Hilton. So I'd like to thank the workers and the unions who are here. Unite, Local 25, Local 99 of the International Union of Operating Engineers, and Local 51 of the Painters and Allied Trades. Please give them applause. And I also want to thank the very hardworking, smart, wonderful ACS staff. They work hard every day of the year, but in the weeks leading up to this convention, as you can imagine, they really do make a Herculean effort to ensure that this energetic gathering comes off without a hitch, and I am so grateful. So please thank them as well. And of course, I want to thank our wonderful sponsors, all of the law firms, companies, nonprofits, and unions that have generously supported ACS and the Progressive Pipeline. They make this convention possible. Thanks to these supporters, more than 300 attendees received scholarships and subsidies to come to the convention. So let's give them a round of applause as well. So I'm going to close tonight by making a toast to our fearless leader, ACS Board Chair and Stanford Professor Pam Karlan. That's an applause line. Pam's leadership from the beginning has really helped to make ACS what it is today, and I am forever grateful. Pam is our Wonder Woman. And all those who know Pam know this is true. She's had a stellar legal career. She teaches at a top law school. She still makes time to lead the ACS board. So let's raise our glasses to the indomitable Pam Karlan. Na zdrowie! And now I am honored to hand off the podium to Jacob Remus, who will be awarding the David Carliner Public Interest Award. So thank you.